Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? How's everyone doing tonight? Y'all, I got crazy big hair tonight, so we just got to go with it. And I'm sporting the Honey's t-shirt today. Just how it's gonna be today. So y'all, we are going to make a t-shirt tonight. I had planned on one thing, and you know, with the events that's happened, I just wanted to do this. Kind people are my kind of people, y'all. So I have a t-shirt, just a plain, just a v-neck t-shirt, y'all. These are my favorite. These are the Walmart t-shirts, the Time and True. They're so soft. I love them. Now I have washed this one because I've worn it a couple times, but I was like, you know what? Let me just do something on it. Why not? White would look beautiful on it, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm using my bright white ink, y'all, ink, okay? And this is called Kind People. This is our Kind People transfer. And when you're hopping on, hit the heart button and type in kind. Type in kind. Look how pretty that is. I love it. I like the little flowers. I think it's so pretty. Okay, y'all, so today I got in a new order. Well, I got two new orders in. Hey, Jane, how are you? Okay, so I got a new ink mat in. Jane, did you ever figure out how to log on? Did you get a hold of customer service? So this ink mat actually comes this big, okay? It comes in, it's this long, all right? So it's a long one. I've got another one too that's an 18 by 18. Oh no, did you not? Okay. I will send you a message. We're gonna get you on, because being a designer, that's your best bet is to order from yourself. You're gonna get, you know, designers get 40% off. So it is definitely the best way to go. Okay, so I cut this in half, y'all, because I have the big, huge, I think it's 18 by 18 square ink mat as well. But y'all, our ink mats are sticky. So I just wanted a smaller one. So that's why I ordered this one. And this one is the 11 by 23. So the other one might be 24 by 24. I don't know. I think it's 18 by 18 though. I could be wrong. Might be a little bit bigger. I know it fits in my 18 by 18 pillowcases when I do that. So if you're just hopping on, my name is Shonda, and I like hopping on and giving y'all some ideas and showing y'all some really cool things with these transfers. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture. So let's get to inking, y'all. Now, our ink, this is chalk in ink form. Okay, this is our Chalkology in ink form. This is permanent. You have to heat set it. So anything you can heat set, you can use our ink on. Glasses, anything you can put in an oven, anything you can iron, anything you can heat set, you can use our ink on, and it's permanent. It's good to go. So be careful when you're working with this stuff, y'all. Be very careful. Okay, so I seen someone do this the other day, and I'm gonna try it. She turned it wrong side out and put her ink mat down. So the cool thing what the ink mat does is it keeps you from getting wrinkles, okay? So it holds your fabric taut. Holds it flat, no wrinkles. So I'm just gonna put it where I want to chalk and flatten it down. We're gonna see if this works. I can never get it to work with my big one, so maybe I can get it to work with this little one. So I said every time I did a t-shirt with those big ones, it drove me crazy. And my big ones, where I have used it on my big sweatshirts, y'all, it has so much fuzz on it now from the sweatshirts. So it's pitiful. Okay, I think we're good, because I'm going to come down just a little bit. So, alrighty. So, I don't know why it looks cattywampus. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure it looks kind of cattywampus. And I think cattywampus is a word. I think we figured that out. My teacher friend told me. Hey, Linda. We're inking a t-shirt. I got a new transfer today. I think in the light of everything going on in our world right now, I wanted to do kind people are my kind of people. Just saying. Okay. So let's get this on straight and get our, I've got my ink mat under here, and I just want to get my wrinkles out. Now these t-shirts, maybe the t-shirt, because I'm not real sure if they're real straight. Yes, Linda. I know, yours too. I'm sick of mean people. Yes. Let's all just smile and pray for peace. All right, let's see. Y'all shouldn't really stretch it like I just did. Not very smart. But I think that did it. Okay. No, I don't. I don't have it far enough out. All right, let me try this again, doing it her way. We're going to try one more time. Maybe second time's the charm. All right, turn it wrong side out. Here we go again. This is our sticky mat, okay? And like I said, I think it's just these t-shirts from Walmart, I don't think are you know, they're not the highest of quality, y'all. So it's probably my little V-neck. It's probably crooked. It's probably what it is. Okay, let's try this now. Let's try it. Once again. She did it and it looks so darn easy. I don't know why it's got to be difficult for me. Okay, I think we got it that time. Yep, we're good. We are good, good, good. Okay, so I just want to make sure that we are straight on here. We're good. And no fuzzing. Y'all, this is going on cloth, so do not have to fuzz it. I have put a link in the description for all of the items, all the supply items, okay? So let's just get this on here straight as possible. I'm gonna wear this to the lake this weekend. Let everybody know. If you're not a kind person, just step on back. I don't really need you in my space. All right, let me hold this up, make sure. We're good, we're good, we're good, okay? I say we're good. What's that little hump? Oh, I got a hump on the back of it. I was like, what's that little hump? Okay, so let's get our ink, y'all, and be very careful. Don't get it on you. We're gonna take one of our mini squeegees. Now, when you're inking, try to go one direction, okay? And that is just because you could create an air bubble if you're pushing in different directions, and it'll leak up in there, you know, it'll run basically. Now, ink does not dry as fast as our paste does. So you do have a little more time with your ink. These are smaller. This is a smaller font. Beautiful font, y'all. I love this font. This cursive writing. It's kind of crazy. We've gotten out of teaching our babies cursive writing. Now, it is funny. My kids, my two younger ones, they do write cursive. They went to a private Christian school for their primary year. Well, Tyler didn't, but he went his middle school and high school, and he had to learn quickly to write cursive. But Mason, that's all he knows how to write. He doesn't print at all. Not very well anyway. So he was taught old school for sure, which I loved. Okay, So same concept. Chalk it on, excess off. Put your excess back in your jar. Make sure we don't have any lumps and bumps. I think we're good to go. I think this white's going to be really pretty on here. All right, let me clean this up before I get it on me, y'all. Now, for heat setting, I do not have you tried the distilled water? Yes, Linda, I've been doing that. I have been doing that. I put it down here in this. I thought I was using this other water. I was using my distilled water, and it does work. I do use my little board eraser sometimes just to get the darker pigments off, but it really works. It definitely works. I don't have to take it upstairs. Definitely not taking it upstairs anymore. Thank God. So yes, I got some distilled water in there now. So here we go. Just peel it off. Now, again, so I do not have a heat press yet. I am going to be ordering one. I've now figured out I do need one, Linda. So, I'm going to be ordering one soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to use my iron and heat set this. Okay? So, all we do, if you had a heat press, I believe it is, correct me if I'm wrong, Linda, I think it is 320 for 30 seconds. 320, 350, something like that. Or 30 seconds. Now normally you would take it off of this backer board, you know, our ink mat to dry this, but I always dry it just a little bit because this isn't very hot. I wouldn't use my other ones. Hey Tammy, how are you? We're inking a shirt. We want to be cut. We want cut. You have no idea, Linda. I think it's 320 for 30 seconds. And what you do is you lay a piece of parchment paper on top of your, dry it, okay, dry it well. I suggest 24 hours of drying, I'll be honest. I think that does the best. All my other shirts, that's what I've done. Good, and Wisteria's watching. Hey, Wisteria! How are you, girlfriend? All I know is put it in the oven and Jim will fry. Honey, yes. I start throwing things in the oven. Like I bought some mugs today and some wine, you know, some wine tumblers. I'm fixing to ink them and put them in the oven. And you know, Jim. Oh, you're talking about inking on the oven? Oh, y'all wait. I'm gonna do it. He's not watching right now because he's watching a race. I'm gonna do it. I'm telling you now, I'm gonna do it. He will have a conniption, y'all. Remember, he's a fireman. Okay, y'all, we'll take my ink mat out. So the ink mat also, it does two things, okay? I'm going to show you. I'm very careful taking it out because the second thing it does, besides keeping your wrinkles down, do you see the ink on there? Hold on, let's see. You see the ink? It keeps your ink from bleeding. This is plastic. It keeps your ink from bleeding through to the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna put this behind me. So now, I always just put my arm in it if I'm trying to dry it quickly for live. And then I get his big Mamba Jamba out and get it dry. So to heat set, let's get back to that. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around, y'all. My mind is being Shonda mind tonight. Sometimes I can control it. So after drying very well, again, I suggest 24 hours of drying. You want to put a piece of parchment paper. You want to turn your iron, if you're doing an iron, which I will be doing, up to the highest cotton setting. You're going to put a piece of parchment paper on top of your t-shirt and then iron on the parchment paper for 3 to 4 minutes. Then you're going to turn it inside out and repeat the process. If you have the Cricut press or one of the presses, the heat presses, whatever brand, same concept except for 320. I believe it's 320 for 30 seconds. Same deal. Turn it wrong side out. Do the same thing. Same thing. Now this isn't very big, so I think we're good to go. It's definitely feeling dry. Some of my bigger patterns, it's harder to get dry. How about I just buy it from you and I save myself a lot of work? I mean, there's that, Linda. There's that. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and heat set it. Well, this one's dry. We're good. Like I said, this one's a smaller print, so we're good to go. Okay, so parchment paper. I use my little bitty iron all the way on, and I heat set it 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, on both sides. And all you're doing is going over your area. Okay, keep your iron moving. I know the press is much easier, much faster, especially when you're on live. 3 to 4 minutes feels like an eternity. What is that SpongeBob thing? 10 years later, whatever it is. 5 years, whatever, how many other years it is. That's how long actually 1 minute on live feels. When you're doing the live anyway. Okay, I'm not going to make y'all sit and watch this concept, okay? I will finish it in just a little bit. But then all I would do is turn it wrong side out, okay? And you can see how it went kind of through, but because of our ink mat, it did not bleed through. So it's so cool. You can ink anything, y'all. You can, any kind of cloth. I have inked, like I've done, I did it live. The bandana on the pillowcase. I've done another pillowcase that I did a video on. And that pillowcase, so those were even different materials. The one pillowcase was like a tweed material. And I was really afraid. It was the first thing that I had done inked-wise, except for on t-shirts. And I was afraid it was going to bleed. But it really did really well, so I was pleasantly surprised. It took a lot of ink, though. It used probably a half a jar for that. But, okay. So, again, let's just pretend like we did 3 to 4 minutes on that as well. And then, ta-da! You have yourself a t-shirt, y'all, that is 100% yours, that you've made, washable, it's not coming off, it's awesome. And this one again is the best. Kind people are my kind of people, y'all. Hit the heart button. You cannot not hit the heart button with my kind of people. Kind people are my kind of people. If you like mean people and they're your kind of people, you're not my kind of people. Anyway, y'all, have a great evening, and look, y'all be praying tonight. You know, we've got some crazy stuff. My hearts and prayers go out to the families in Texas. So I couldn't go tonight without mentioning it. My heart is broken. So anyway, thank y'all for joining me tonight. I will be back on tomorrow night with a brand new edition. See y'all. Have a great night.